Foreign guides know about enough English to tangle everything up so that a man can make neither head nor tail of it. They know their story by heart, the history of every statue, painting, cathedral, or other wonder they show you. They know it and tell it as a parrot would. And if you interrupt and throw them off the track, they have to go back and begin over again. All their lives long, these guides are employed in showing strange things to foreigners and listening to their bursts of admiration. It's human nature to take delight and excite in admiration. It's what makes gossips turn out in rain and storm to go and be the first to tell a startling bit of news. Think, then, what a passion it becomes with a guide whose privilege it is every day to show to strangers wonders that throw their victims into perfect ecstasies of admiration. But we nighthawks never gave them the satisfaction. We never admired anything. We never showed any but impassible faces and stupid indifference in the presence of the sublimest wonders a guide had to display. We made some of those people savage at times, but we never lost our own serenity. The member of our group I called the doctor generally asked the questions, because he was able to keep his countenance and look more like an inspired idiot and throw more imbecility into the tone of his voice than any man that ever lived. It came natural to him. The guides in Genoa, Italy were delighted to secure an American party, because Americans were usually so easy to impress and dealt so much in sentiment and emotion before any relic of Columbus. Our guide there fidgeted about as if he had swallowed a spring mattress. He was full of animation, full of impatience. He said, "Come with me, gentlemen. Come, I show you the letter writing by Christopher Colombo. Write it himself. Write it with his own hand. Come." He took us to the municipal palace. After much impressive fumbling of keys and opening of locks, the stained and aged document was spread before us. The guide's eyes sparkled. He danced about us and tapped the parchment with his finger. "What I tell you, gentlemen, is it not so? See, handwriting Christopher Colombo, write it himself." We looked indifferent, unconcerned. The doctor examined the document very deliberately. Then he finally said, without any show of interest, Ferguson, what did you say was the name of the party who wrote this?" "Christopher Colombo, the great Christopher Colombo." The doctor examined the document further. Did he write it himself, or how?" "He write it himself, Christopher Colombo, his own handwriting, right by himself." Then the doctor laid the document down and said, "Why, I have seen boys in America only 14 years old that could write better than that. But this is the great I don't care who it is. It's the worst writing I ever saw. Now, you mustn't think you can impose on us because we are strangers. We are not fools by any means. If you have got any specimens of penmanship of real merit, trot them out, and if you haven't, drive on." We drove on. The guide was considerably shaken up, but he made one more venture. He had something which he thought would overwhelm us. He said, Gentlemen, you come with me. I show you beautiful, magnificent bust, Christopher Colombo." He brought us before the beautiful bust, for it was beautiful, and sprang back and struck an attitude. Look, gentlemen, beautiful, grand bust, Christopher Colombo. Beautiful bust, beautiful pedestal. The doctor put up his eyeglass, procured for just such occasions. What did you say this gentleman's name was?" Christopher Colombo. See, great Christopher Colombo. Christopher Colombo. The great Christopher Colombo. Well, what did he do? Discover America. The devil. Now, I must tell you, we had a running gag among ourselves, the Nighthawks, that is. Anytime we were told about some historical figure, or even when we were shown relics, skulls, or skeletons of saints and such, or even mummies, we would always end up asking our guide, "Is he dead?" Anyway, the doctor responded, "Discover America? No, that statement will hardly wash. We are just from America ourselves. We heard nothing about it." Christopher Colombo. Pleasant name. Is he dead? Oh, Corpo di Baccio, 300 years. What did he die of? I do not know. I cannot tell. Smallpox, think? I do not know, gentlemen. I do not know what he died of. Measles, likely? Maybe. I do not know. I think he died of somethings. Parents living? Impossible. Which is the bust and which is the pedestal? As you can see, we made it interesting for our Fergusons. Well, we thought it was interesting, anyway. On a more serious note, the voyage on the Quaker City was a turning point for me. My life became more sedate and settled after this journey. What led to this unexpected state of affairs was that one of the passengers on the ship was a young man from Elmira, New York, named Charles Langdon. Charlie invited me to his stateroom once, and I saw there a picture of his sister Olivia. I was never the same. She was at once girl and woman, and beautiful, as she has always remained. I made up my mind to marry her or die. We did marry in 1870, a little more than 2 years after I'd first seen Livy's picture in her brother's stateroom on the Quaker City.